It's June 5th. We're here at Southern Village. We're here with Robin, who was the woman who originally found this site is being desecrated by Caldwell banker, who already removed the bones and donated them to a local museum. We're going to interview Robin on this issue, and we can get all of our information on it. Robin, could you tell us about how you found out about this site and the day everything happened?
About 5 years ago, friends of mine own a campground down near Conestoga, and they said there were some kids from Temple staying there who were working on a dig out near Millersville. And I said, oh, that's really interesting, and I went down to talk to them when I found out that this dig was going on right off Wallbank Road. In the course of talking to them, I really didn't realize what actually was done with like the bones and how disrespectful everything was done. And I asked them if I could volunteer on the site. I wanted to come out and check it out and see what they were doing. They came back to me the next day and they said, well, no, the boss man didn't want any outsiders on the site. Well, don't ever say no to me. And I waited for the weekend to roll around, and a girlfriend and I came down, and we were just shocked at what was going on. You could see where they were digging graves. They had them covered up in special ways. The whole thing, they had just stripped it off and just threw things everywhere. They had trashed the area, and it's a shame because it's a beautiful, very spiritual place. Anybody that's been back there will tell you.
Now, can you tell me what tribe had inhabited this area and when, if possible?
They believe it's either the Shanks Ferry or the Susquehannocks. I personally believe it's the Shanks Ferry because it is a palisaded village, which means it was here after white man contact, because nobody had to palisade their villages until the white man showed up and caused a lot of problems.
And when about was that?
Sometime around 1500.
Okay. And can you tell us what the students at Temple University found down here?
They found a village covering around 5 acres. There's numerous dwellings. There's fire pits. There's some kind of smokehouse. And there's a lot of graves. They only claim that they found 1 or 2 remains. By Judy's and my estimate, and from the different information that we got from the kids from Temple, there's got to be 30, 40 at least. I know there's formulas that they go by, that they can go by the acreage of the village, and they can figure it out about how many graves there should be based on how long the village was occupied.
And about how big is the grave site and what's left of the village? How big is that area that we're trying to save?
Large area, almost 5 acres. Almost 5 acres there. And the one article I have says that there was the main dwelling was in the center, very large, assuming that was like the council house or something. There's also 2 entrances to the village through the palisade. One is to the west, and the other is to the south that opens up into the Conestoga Creek. This is actually only about 200 feet from Conestoga Creek.
Okay, and with the artifacts they have found, can you tell us what you believe they did with them, or what you know they did with them?
They're in the museum somewhere. I'm assuming they're still studying them. If you type in 36LA 1100 into your computer, some of the state sites will come up. There is kind of like an ending. They kind of, what do I want to say? They kind of outline what they had done and some of the things that they had found. An overview. Thank you. And they found a lot of stuff. This place was occupied for at least 100, 150 years.
Now this desecration, who was in charge of the temple? In charge of it at Temple, and who were they funded by that you know of?
They were funded by the state. That's why I was upset that they would not let me volunteer, because that is our tax money. The head guy's name is Jim Overstreet, and the man who worked on the dig was Doug McLaren. several Native Americans that came out while they were doing the dig, and they talked to Doug. He was very upset that we were there. As he saw us pulling up, he had people going around covering things up, and then he came over to talk to several of the people. Well, one of the guys was on the phone talking to his boss. He was on the phone somewhere going, "We've got a problem." So they were trying to hide things.
And what happened at the first attempt to bring this to light when you had come down with some?
Not a thing. Not a thing. I've been fighting for this for 4 years now.
And